into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind.
What's up, guys? I'm Kevin Nahai. Welcome back to my channel. And on today's episode, I am going to be explaining the concept of self-sabotage. When we sabotage ourselves, it is a subconscious mechanism. It's like a hidden boogeyman or a hidden terrorist inside of us that comes out and derails all of our progress, takes us away from the life we want to live, and creates a life of unhappiness and misery. And why would anybody do that? Why would anyone in their right mind choose to sabotage their own progress and their own happiness? Well, we don't choose it. It's not a conscious, rational, intellectual choice that I'm making progress and I'm trying to move towards something and I'm going to wake up one day and choose to screw it all up. That's not how self-sabotage works. This happens on a deep-seated subconscious level, and there are many psychological and emotional reasons for why we choose to sabotage ourselves. So what are some of those reasons? Why do we sabotage ourselves? Why do we stand in our own way? Well, the first reason is also the most important. It has to do with self-love. It has to do with a lack of self-esteem, with a lack of confidence, with a lack of feeling like we are worthy and deserving of having the things we want in life. When you don't love yourself, those subconscious drivers are always going to impede your progress, right? You're always going to make choices that confirm this story that you're not worthy, that you're not deserving, so that even when you're on a good track, you screw it up and then you turn around and you confirm what you already know. You confirm, see, I told you you're not good enough. I told you that you're a piece of shit. Look how you messed this up. And then you're back to square one. You didn't love yourself before, so you chose things, you did things that confirmed that you're not worthy, right? Now, how do we reverse that? We reverse that by loving ourselves. We reverse that by practicing kindness towards ourselves. And I've got a couple of videos, I'll link them in the description, on how to do just that. Second reason we self-sabotage has to do with fear. Fear of what? Fear of the unknown. Fear of things actually being better. Now that sounds crazy. Who would be afraid if they're in a terrible situation of something being better? Well, all of us, because if it's better, it's different. And we are all afraid of what we don't know. If we have been used to something for so long, if things have been so bad that we've gotten comfortable with them, then we are literally addicted to our problems. And we are so scared of what the landscape of our life would look like if everything was better and if everything was different than it is now, then we would rather stay where we are, even though it's miserable and uncomfortable, than work toward a reality that is happier and more fulfilling, because it's going to require a lot of work and because we don't know what that will look like. And that can be really scary for us, right? So humans would rather be uncomfortable, unhappy, but things be familiar and consistent than for things to be happy and joyful and be different from what we're used to. And this explains all of these examples of self-sabotage, such as a person going through rehab a bunch of times and then relapsing every time they come out, or a battered wife returning to her husband over and over again, even though that's a terrible life. So this brings us, of course, to the question of, all right, how do we stop this? How do we reverse these negative patterns of self-sabotage? Well, the first one, like I said, is you got to start loving yourself. You got to start practicing being kind to yourself. The second is you have to understand when and where you are prone to self-sabotage. So this could mean procrastination, putting things off till later so that you don't have to do it right now. It could mean perfectionism, right? I can't do that, or I can't release this piece of work or art or music until it's absolutely perfect. It could mean apathy, not giving a fuck, just sitting on your ass and being completely lazy and doing nothing with your life. That's another form of self-sabotage. It could be negative self-talk, having this internal dialogue in your head that confirms this story you've told yourself about how bad you are and how stupid you are and how much you don't deserve. If you're talking to yourself like that in your head all day, you're always going to sabotage your own progress. You're not going to be able to outwill or outdiscipline your subconscious. You have to start by being kind to your subconscious, by making friends with that boogeyman, by understanding these very self-destructive mechanisms you have deep down and coercing them to work with your conscious mind, right? You're not going to be able to do it through sheer will, action, and discipline, because your conscious mind will never win. It will never be stronger and more powerful than your subconscious mind. Said another way, you might understand something intellectually, right? Rationally, you might understand the best path and the best plan of action. But until you've done the work emotionally, until you have worked on your psychological mechanisms, that could be through therapy or meditation or reading books or whatever, your psychology is always going to win. If your emotions and your psychology are flawed, no amount of intellectual willpower or discipline will get you to stop sabotaging yourself. So I hope that this was helpful. Please let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll catch you on the next video.